everyone, welcome back to my channel. As you can see, I got some fun new wall decor for you guys to look at in my videos. Today's video is going to be a 90s grunge tutorial. I'm going to start by priming the middle of my face with this Benefit Porefessional primer just to help conceal my large pores that nobody wants to see. Once that is done, I'm going to go in with the Hangover primer by Too Faced because I am very dry and it is very moisturizing. I'm going to just prime the rest of my face like I said, and then while that is setting in, I'm going to prime my eyelids with this NYX High Definition Concealer and just kind of dab it onto my eyes so that it doesn't crease throughout the day. To blend that out, I'm going to take my dampened beauty blender and just pounce it into the eye. Once that is done, I'm going to take this Makeup Revolution palette and go in with that medium brown shade on a small blending brush and just start in the outer corner of my eye and place it into the crease going into the inner corner in windshield wiper motions. Once I'm done doing that on both sides, I'm going to take this brush by Wet n Wild and just blend out that harsh edge. Then I'm going to take this NYC palette for brown eyes and see if I can get anything left out of that shade right there. It's a dark brown shade. I'm going to try my hardest to get some of it on my blending brush. And I did have some luck this day. And I'm just going to go right over everything I've already done and just go back in with windshield wiper motions with that dark brown shade on both sides. Once I'm done blending, I'm going to take this Makeup Revolution palette and take that dark brown shade and just dab it onto my brush. Get it? Dab. And then once again, go back right over everything I've already done, like I said, in windshield wiper motions, and then just blend my little heart out. Then I'm going in with this palette by Jasmine La Belle Cosmetics and going in with that bottom right shade, which is as close to black as I can get. Taking that flat edged brush, I'm just going to place that shadow on my lash line as close to it as I can get. It's not a highly pigmented shadow, so it's taking me a little bit of time to build up to the intensity that I am happy with. Once I get there, I'm going in with that same blending brush and just blending it out to mix it with the brown that I already have. Then I'm going to clean up my brows with that same NYC palette, and I'm just using a standard spoolie and just brushing up my hairs. Then I'm going to take this small angled flat brush and use that light brown shade in that palette to just fill in anywhere where I'm sparse. I don't like to overdraw my brows at all just because I like them as they are. I just want to fill in a little bit where I could use the help. You can see though just a little bit of difference that just filling in where I'm sparse makes. To tame and set everything, I'm going in with the Clear Brow Gel by Ulta brand just to make sure that that shadow doesn't move or smudge anywhere throughout the day while I'm wearing it. Then I'm going to go in with this Big Fatty Mascara by Urban Decay and just tease my lashes with it by going from left to right while I pull the wand to the end of my lashes. Then I let it dry for a second and I go in with a second coat. Then once I am done with the second coat and I let that dry, I'm going to go in with foundation, and I use this Born This Way foundation by Too Faced in the shade Ivory. I'm just going to pounce that onto my skin again with my dampened beauty blender and build up the coverage to my liking. Today is going to be a little heavy just because, like I said before in my last video, I have been going through some skin issues, so I could use the help. Once I am done, I go in with this triangular brush and just set my under eyes with the Maybelline Fast Fix Studio Powder and just go in back and forth motions to ensure I don't crease anywhere. Then I go in with this big fluffy brush and just use the remaining powder that is in the cap and just set the rest of my face by pouncing it on like I did with the beauty blender. Then I go in with the Ulta brand contour palette and use that bottom left shade just a little bit though, because in the 90s they were very pale and pasty and didn't contour or highlight at all. But on me, I wanted a little bit of dimension, so I go in with my Flawless Face Brush by Bare Minerals and just lightly add a little bit of shade there. Then I use that big fluffy brush by Eco Tools to blend it out to my liking. Once the face is done, I go in with a small pencil brush and dip it into that dark brown shade I've been using from the second Makeup Revolution palette. And I just place that color into my bottom lash line. Once I've built up the intensity of this shade on both eyes to my liking, I go in with that same flat topped brush and dip that back into the black shade from the Jasmine La Belle Cosmetics palette and place that into my waterline. My waterline was a little bit bare and I didn't want any part of my eye being left out at all, so I just placed that there and then I blend it all together with the same blending brush I've been using and just soften the lower lash line to my liking. As you can see, I got a little bit of mascara on my top lid, but I don't really care because the 90s are about not giving a damn. I put the Voluminous Lash Mascara from Loreal on my bottom lash line, and I went a little heavy with it. So now I am placing a third coat of the Big Fatty Urban Decay Mascara on my top lashes, and I am finally somewhat happy with them. Now I'm taking this MAC lip pencil in the shade Cyber World, and I'm just going to outline my lips with it. I'm not going to fill them in with this today just because I'm going in with a black lipstick, so it's not going to do a whole lot of good. I start with the bottom lip and then just tap it onto my top lip to help me outline that one, because my top lip is my hardest one to outline. It just bothers me. I'm going in with this NYX Liquid Suede lipstick in the shade Alien and just wiping off all the extra because it is very creamy and can get very messy very fast. I'm just placing it in the corners of my bottom and top lip to create somewhat of an ombre look. Once I am happy with how they look in the corners, I'm going in with this ColorMates lipstick in the shade Black Orchid and placing it in the middle of my lips. Then I take my index finger and pull it straight through my lips to keep from any lipstick getting on my teeth. Then I take just a regular old lip brush and just kind of paint this lipstick all around to help with the blending. Once I am happy with how the lips look, I just set everything for the final time with the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. Once I am all refreshed and dewy, I let my hair down and just let it be grungy and greasy. You can either leave it like this or you can keep watching for my grunge buns tutorial. To get the grunge buns look I was talking about, first I part my hair straight down the middle. Then I section off my right side just to get it out of my way so I can focus on the left side. I'm going to pull all of that hair up pretty much onto the top of my head and just take my hair tie and wrap it around that section of hair a couple of times. At this point, I'm not too worried if it is cute or not just yet. I'm just want it to be somewhat of a messy bun to work with later. Then I'm going to do the exact same thing on the other side. Again, not too worried if it's cute or not just yet, just pulling all that hair to lay the base of a messy bun. Then I'm going to take all my bobby pins and just start pinning down all of these flyaway and fallout pieces that I don't want just hanging out. Then I tame everything with this Tresemme hairspray just to ensure it lasts all day. And that's pretty much it. There's not a whole lot to this hair tutorial. The backside is somewhat of an intentional messy as well, but that's just what I wanted. And that's going to do it today. I hope you guys liked this makeup and somewhat of a hair tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.